The back and forth, the interplay, the one-upmanship. I mean, this match is like gold. Can you imagine what this would be like in an actual ring? My God.
But what we are going to watch is one of the matches that defined this run you had.
Okay.
This is you and Nappy in the Road to Hell match.
Oh, I haven't watched this.
We have to feature this match.
Oh my God, yeah.
This might be one of my favorite matches. If not my favorite, one of them.
Yeah, this is your first title defense after winning the belt.
Yeah.
And you got a rematch against Nappy, and it's a Road to Hell match.
I remember.
Which just means there's going to be weapons around.
Everywhere. This motherfucker.
Nappy come out like
boom! He just knocked one of my chains loose, and I was literally shoot mad.
You see him? He ran away because he's like, oh shit, Evan's really mad.
Shoot mad right now. I done threw all my shit.
I thought that was such a smart call for him to like aggressively get at, like just showing the severity of the feud, how much it's been boiling, and how tired he is of getting his ass whooped.
Yeah,
like that was how you come out.
And then
He probably should have. He probably like should have warned you he was going to do that before.
Yeah, so just doing it. Because I remember, like right there, if you listen, you can hear him go, "Oh shit, I'm sorry."
I said, "Oh hell no!" As soon as he hit me, I was like, "Oh hell no!" As soon as I hit the ground.
But it was a good idea nonetheless, even though it could have been.
It gave the match the right start.
Yeah.
But I was fucking furious at this point. I think I just calmed down right here. I just started calming down.
Because you're hitting him with that instead of like.
It was like a rubber dog toy.
I just started calming down. I'm like, okay, now I'm just about to be creative in how I'm beating your ass. This is, for sure, this is probably my favorite.
I'll mention it later when it's relevant, but.
Yeah, this was a physical.
And I think this was also your first like hardcore anything.
Yeah.
Because you didn't fuck with the light tubes like we did. You didn't do none of the hardcore stuff. So this is like also your first hardcore match.
That's actually why I didn't wrestle for CCW, was because I was like, I'm not really a hardcore guy, guys. That's what I thought it was all about at the time.
Yeah.
I know better now, but
yeah.
We were like, no, there's a way to do it where, you're not killing yourself.
Exactly. No, there is. This is where shit gets even.
Here we go again with like that.
Yo, this is when I was like,
that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah,
the fact that he's able to pull that off and not break his arms, like knowing exactly when to release the chair, and it's pretty dope.
Yeah, no, we had a nice little dynamic because he was the guy who, a little bigger, a little more of a non-athletic build, but he could do a lot of stuff. And then me, I was kind of like just grounded, smash mouth, stuff like that.
And you had great in-ring chemistry.
Yeah.
Like pairing the two of you was a great decision.
Well, this was also a point where we were like, you know what? I had my run on top. Ant's been on top. Poe's been on top. Let's give an opportunity to somebody else. Let's push Nappy and Evan. Let's give them a chance at the top. Let's give them a chance with the spotlight. And
yeah.
So you guys like overnight went from like mid-carders to main eventers, and then y'all carried this whole era of shows we did.
Yeah.
Like on your backs. Look at that.
Yeah.
The selling, you could see the ache that Nappy's feeling on his back and shoulders. Oh, look at the bag.
Yeah.
And he puts his hand up.
Hit him with the shopping cart.
I remember this. I was like,
sale on aisle 4.
Just like, bam. Yep, I remember.
There will be no discounts here, motherfucker.
And look how well you're taking to this. Your first hardcore match, and you're like a duck to water.
I've always been good at fighting. It's just the hardcore shit was always kind of just like a little bit out of my wheelhouse. But put me in a position, in a situation to do something like that, then you'll see something different.
Yeah. And what I like is it's not just hitting each other for the sake of hitting each other. You guys still have storytelling going on. There's still psychology. There's still a method to the madness.
And go ahead.
Oh man, that like
that was-
discus to the fucking
That was some
knee.
Captain America shit
was
right
nice.
there. Oh, there you
Rogers
go.
would have been proud.
Yeah, that was nice.
Just the deadfall.
Yeah,
Now we were at each other's throats in this match.
Yeah, and you guys really clicked.
Yeah,
Like you guys really clicked.
this might have been our best match, to tell you the truth.
Maybe. I definitely think it was. This was match of the year for this year.
I think this was the best match.
See, this is what I was reserving my commentary for. This was the first time in a long time that CCW had an audience.
Yeah, there were some kids playing soccer, and then they saw y'all wrestling and was like, oh, never mind.
Yeah.
And they just watched.
Fuck that. Watch this.
Watch this right here, though. This is some Captain America shit.
Oh, bruh, he had that. He had the toss.
And it landed perfect. Can you imagine if that fucking missed, that frisbee shot, if it missed?
Oh, no, I couldn't imagine.
Moonsault.
Off of the cart. Oh my God, with the angle.
That was well done.
That versatility again from Chris Willis. That's just so dope.
That was probably one of the best moonsaults I've ever seen him hit.
Yeah, and he protected you too. He didn't land all his weight on you.
Yeah, no, that was well done. That was well done.
Beating you down with the stop sign.
I think he was telling me, like, stop every time.
Yeah, I remember that. Stop.
Bam!
And then you're going to get him one of your own, I think, in a second here.
Flatten his fro top.
Oh, yeah.
Turn it.
Stop sign to the face. He kicked it.
Had him like turned his afro into the kid and play dude.
This must have been one of those days where we lost the referee shirt because I think Methodox is reffing. Yeah.
Yeah, he is. I think we either forgot to bring it or I don't know what happened. Something happened.
Nappy slowly collecting himself.
Stop! Bam! Flatten your fro top, boy.
Clean.
Beautiful.
Clean and the deadfall,
Beautiful pratfall.
Oh.
Yeah, the whole nine.
which gives you time to get a little creative and decide what you're going to do next.
Now, how much of this match did you guys work out ahead of time?
None of it.
None of it?
None of it. We just
This
knew
was
the
just
finish
y'all
and we were
chemistry just
doing
purely
stuff.
popping.
Called the whole thing on the fly.
Called the whole thing on the fly.
The very definition of let them cook. And boy, were y'all
There you go,
cooking.
Yep.
That was clever.
Yeah. And then the fans added a lot because every time you hear the fans go, oh, oh.
Yeah. I figure you had that
Easily
door.
match of the year. Like, you got fans, crowd reactions, emphasizing every single decision that you make in there to make Nappy hurt.
Yeah. And then I think anyone who felt, I don't know if Evan's the right guy to be champion, I think this match shuts him up.
Yeah. No, for real. Oh.
Spoiler alert, I don't think it was anyone in this room.
Yeah, nah, you know.
And Nappy fighting his way out of here, stuck in that shopping cart.
That's pretty, this match is pretty interesting because it's funny how it still kind of holds up a little bit. Yeah. It does.
This is, I think, January 05.
Fucking A.
Yeah, no, you're right about that.
20 years ago.
05. Cena ain't even won his first world title yet.
Oh my God.
Wait.
Because Cena won it at Mania in 05. So Cena ain't even won his first world title yet.
I don't think
That's
this is January. This is why I don't think you sure it's not December?
Because well, in December we did that show with Poe, the disaster show, and this was the following month.
Okay, so January. for
Yeah.
sure. Damn, bro. Literally 20 years ago. That's crazy. Ugh. Damn.
I know, right? Makes you feel old.
Dude. I'm just glad I look.
Yeah, but then look, you're working the knee. There's some psychology to everything.
Yep. We're starting to get into those.
He's selling the knee.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to take your legs from you. Bam.
With the roll, clean
Shoulder roll.
Boy, hit the shoulder roll.
Boy, rolled like sushi.
I'm over here thinking what I got to do to keep him down right now. And then I didn't even get to.
With no parking sign. This one thing I really liked about our hardcore. We had hardcore items from everywhere. Like, you could tell we were on the hunt for just random stuff. Boston crab. There we go with.
That wasn't
Yeah,
cool at all.
or he fucking hit the Yokozuna on the
Yeah,
back.
that shit wasn't cool. And I almost hit the Steve Austin on that shit. After Yokozuna sat on Steve, I almost shit my pants.
Oh no!
Yeah, you can see you selling like.
I'm like, oh no, that wasn't a sell. That nigga literally plopped all his weight on my stomach.
yeah, like, oh,
I'm like, let me get away from this nigga one time.
Boston Crab into the Yokozuna, once again showing the versatility of Nappy.
That's a beautiful bump, too, on the stop sign.
Just working your back in the same way you're working the knees, that's that chemistry between the two of you guys. It's like, all right, you gonna get my knees? We'll get your back. And that's the back and forth, the interplay, the one-upmanship. I mean, this match is like gold. Can you imagine what this would be like in an actual ring? My God. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then, oh no, he's gonna pick a fight with Xavier. Like,
Because I've been getting in his hair for months, and he's just like sick of me. Like I would go and do commentary for the Dynasty.
Well, also just now he went for the pin, and you broke up the referee's count.
That too.
So that's why he's like, man, I've had enough with this Xavier fella.
So he carries me all the way, and then the crowd is like, oh my God. They're putting two and two together.
And he's asking the fans, table? You want me to put him through the table? And they're like,
that's the mistake you make, because anytime you take...
Look at them moving in unison. Isn't that just crazy?
Anytime you take seconds with me, that's what happens. Shit like that.
Instead of focusing on his opponent...
Through the table. I don't remember where we got that table, but...
The one man he can't pin.
1, 2, 3.
After a vicious boom through the table.
Yep.
And then that's it. You're still the champion.
Yep. That's a rap ski.
And the crowd, even though like Nappy lost, I remember the crowd like we're like they were cheering everybody on because y'all did an amazing job.
Yeah.
Like
that was a fight.
Nappy just laying in the debris.
Yeah, that was a match where I was like, yeah, I was for sure in the fight on that one. Like it wasn't just me like being like physical. Like no, he was like that with me in this match. Yeah, that was one of my favorites. That might be my favorite one.
The fans going to check on Nappy, and us just exhausted.
Celebrating with the belt.
After
and then the fans are picking Nappy up. Great way to get him over as the baby face. Yep. That was Road to Hell 3.
That's crazy. That's crazy that it's literally 20 years old. That's wild how fast time flies. But
those kids have kids by now, I'm sure.
Yeah, and it's also crazy.
We have kids.
Facts.
So,
and it's weird to just see how that holds up still. That's crazy. That was a dope one to watch.